Yes. So, this semester I took a 3D design class, which has been one of the more challenging classes I have taken. People would ask me, "Oh, what's your final project for this 3D class?" And I would say, "Light and space." And they'd say, "What are you supposed to do with it?" And I would say, "Heck if I know. Heck if I know." But one of the other assignments that we had for this class was to create a wearable cardboard sculpture. The brief for the cardboard sculpture was to make it wearable and highly conceptual. So I thought, but I didn't think for very long, because the thing about art school is, even though they say highly conceptual, they don't give you time to have any conception whatsoever. You can't think. You can't come up with good ideas. I look at this sculpture that I'm creating. I've got it held together temporarily with masking tape because glue takes a long time to dry. Determine that the glue is not doing its job sufficiently, but the masking tape is actually holding up fairly well, and I think, well, what's better than masking tape? Duct tape, of course. Cardboard and duct tape, a match made in heaven. Wrong. They are not a match made in heaven, and I was punished severely for my hubris. So, I duct taped this whole thing together. It's held together with duct tape and glue, both of them, working together. I think I put too much responsibility on the duct tape, though. And we go to critique. This sculpture, I should probably tell you what it is, because even if I take it down from the shelf, you're not going to be able to tell what it is. So the concept is, I have metal in my back. I don't like having metal in my back. It makes me feel stiff. Cardboard is stiff. You should not make clothing out of cardboard, so I make clothing out of cardboard. I make a corset out of cardboard because it is restrictive, and also it looks really nice. And I like making clothing. If you give me cardboard, I'll just make clothing out of it, or a church. Um, so I make this cardboard corset with a very large spine attached to the back. The whole point being, you should not do this. It's held together with duct tape. The whole point being, I know I should not do this. I was specifically told not to do this, but I am an idiot. I don't know. I mean, if you can't see the duct tape while I'm wearing it, obviously it's not a problem. Except it kind of is a problem still, because, I mean, he's got to inspect the sculpture while I'm not wearing it, and then he'll see all the duct tape, etc., etc. But that was not my primary concern, because it took a lot of work to actually put this sculpture on, because it was a participatory artwork. I needed a lot of help. I needed a lot of help. And so I put on the first part at the beginning of class because I wanted to be prepared, you know? I thought that was what responsible students do, is they come to class prepared, wearing a cardboard corset. It's whatever. But I should have waited to put it on. I'm like wearing it for 2 hours while everybody gets their sculptures critiqued before I get mine critiqued. I'm just sitting there with my fantastic posture, trying to breathe not deeply whatsoever, and eventually I'm just like, I'm so tired, I can probably afford to breathe more. It's fine, I can breathe. And so I breathe a little bit more, and the duct tape seam just pops. And my thing is starting to fall off, and it's not quite fallen off, but the professor totally sees that my sculpture is falling apart at the seams, and he says, "Jenna, you're next." And I'm like, "Wait, but it's only half on, and it's going to take me like 5 minutes to put the spine on." And he's like, "Well, get to it." So, like, everybody's awkwardly watching me while somebody is trying to sew a spine to my back. It's a performance art piece at this point. It really is. Sculpture? No, what are you talking about? Craftsmanship? I don't know. It's performance art. It's fine. Talk about, like, three-dimensional. It's four-dimensional now. It is a four-dimensional art piece. Congratulations, everyone. We've done it. And, So we get the spine on. It looks okay, but I'm just like casually just holding it together, like, don't look at me. This is really awkward and I hate everything. Um, so I'm like holding it together, and everyone is sort of ignoring the fact that it's falling off of me. And I'm explaining what it's like to get um, turned into a cyborg and team. Finally, I just sort of give up and I'm like, I can't anymore. I can't. So I say, I'm like explaining this thing, how it conceptually relates to my sculpture, and I say, and they just cut me right open. And with that, I breathe, and my sculpture like falls off of me, and I'm like, thank you, everyone. I'm done. I'm done. Goodbye. I still have so much cardboard under my bed from that because I didn't know how much I needed and it was free and I was like, I'm taking all of it and I took all of it and I've shared like 3 sheets of it and I still have like 4 or 5 sheets under my bed and 2 projects that I have finished personally.